Chapter 8. And when he opens the seventh seal, there came silence in heaven about half an hour. And I saw the 7 messengers who have stood before God, and there were given to them 7 trumpets. And another messenger came, and he stood at the altar, having a golden censer. And there was given to him much incense, that he may give it to the prayers of all the holy ones on the golden altar that is before the throne. And the smoke of the incenses, with the prayers of the holy ones, went up before God out of the hand of the messenger. And the messenger took the censer, and filled it out of the fire of the altar, and cast it to the earth. And there came voices, and thunders, and lightnings, and an earthquake. And the 7 messengers who are having the 7 trumpets prepared themselves that they may sound the trumpets. And the first messenger sounded the trumpet, and there came hail and fire mingled with blood, and it was cast to the earth, and the 1/3 of the trees were burned up, and all the green grass was burned up. And the second messenger sounded the trumpet, and something like a great mountain burning with fire was cast into the sea, and the 1/3 of the sea became blood, and the 1/3 of the creatures that are in the sea died, those having life, and the 1/3 of the ships were destroyed. And the 3rd messenger sounded the trumpet, and there fell out of the sky a great star, burning as a lamp, and it fell on the 1/3 of the rivers and on the fountains of waters. And the name of the star is called Wormwood, and the 1/3 of the waters become wormwood, and many of the men died because of the waters, because they were made bitter. And the 4th messenger sounded the trumpet, and the 1/3 of the sun was struck, and the 1/3 of the moon, and the 1/3 of the stars, that the 1/3 of them may be darkened, and that the day may not shine, the 1/3 of it, and the night in like manner. And I saw, and I heard one messenger flying in midair, saying with a great voice, Woe, woe, woe to those dwelling on the earth, because of the rest of the voices of the trumpet of the 3 messengers being about to sound trumpets. Chapter 9. And the 5th messenger sounded the trumpet, and I saw a star having fallen to the earth out of heaven, and there was given to him the key of the pit of the abyss. And he opened the pit of the abyss, and there came up a smoke out of the pit as smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened from the smoke of the pit. And out of the smoke came forth locusts to the earth, and there was given to them authority, as scorpions of the earth have authority. And it was said to them that they may not injure the grass of the earth, nor any green thing, nor any tree, but only the men who do not have the seal of God on their foreheads. And it was given to them that they may not kill them, but that they may be tormented 5 months, and their torment as the torment of a scorpion, when it may strike a man. And in those days men will seek death, and they will not find it, and they will desire to die, and death will flee from them. And the likenesses of the locusts, like to horses made ready to battle, and on their heads something as garlands like gold, and their faces as faces of men. And they had hair as hair of women, and their teeth were as those of lions. And they had breastplates as breastplates of iron, and the noise of their wings as the noise of chariots of many horses running to battle. And they have tails like to scorpions, and stings were in their tails, and their authority is to injure men 5 months. And they have over them a king, the messenger of the abyss. A name is to him in Hebrew Abaddon, and in the Greek he has a name, Apollyon. The first woe went forth, behold, there yet come 2 woes after these things. And the 6th messenger sounded the trumpet, and I heard a voice out of the 4 horns of the altar of gold that is before God, saying to the 6th messenger who had the trumpet, Loose the 4 messengers who are bound at the great river Euphrates. And the 4 messengers were loosed, who have been made ready for the hour and day and month and year, that they may kill the 1/3 of mankind. And the number of the forces of the horsemen, twice 10,000 10,000s, and I heard the number of them. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and those sitting on them, having breastplates of fire and jacinth, and brimstone, and the heads of the horses are as heads of lions, and out of their mouths proceed fire and smoke and brimstone. By these 3 plagues the 1/3 of mankind was killed, from the fire, and from the smoke, and from the brimstone that is proceeding out of their mouths. For the power of the horses are in their mouth, and in their tails, for their tails are like serpents having heads, and they injure with them. And the rest of mankind who were not killed in these plagues, neither converted from the works of their hands, that they may not worship the demons and idols, those of gold, and those of silver, and those of brass, and those of stone, and those of wood, that are neither able to see, nor to hear, nor to walk. Indeed, they did not convert from their murders, nor from their sorceries, nor from their whoredoms, nor from their thefts.